Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So, yesterday we went through the description of Ayodhya, at least a brief description in the spiritual realm, and we'll continue now. If Riyansh wants to do something, we can interrupt this session. So I'd like to thank everybody for joining and seek your good wishes and your blessings so that we can describe a little bit about Vaikuntha. When Krishna shows opulence, he takes the form of Narayan. In those Vaikuntha planets, there are many forests which are very auspicious. In those forests, the trees are desire trees. And in all seasons, they are filled with flowers and fruits because everything in the Vaikuntha planets is spiritual and personal. So this indicates there's lots of Vaikuntha planets, not just one. And we'll see that in a little while when we look at the diagrams.
In the Vaikuntha planets, the inhabitants fly in the airplanes, accompanied by their wives and consorts, and eternally sing of the character and activities of the Lord, which are always devoured of all inauspicious qualities. While singing the glories of the Lord, they deride even the presence of the blossoming Madhavi flowers, which are fragrant and laden with honey. When the king of bees hums in a high pitch, singing the glories of the Lord, there is a temporary lull in the noise of the pigeon, the cuckoo, the crane, the chakravak, the swan, the parrot, the partridge, and the peacock. Such transcendental birds stop their own singing simply to hear the glories of the Lord. Although the flowering plants are full of transcendental fragrance, they are still conscious of the austerities performed by Tulsi. For Tulsi is given special preference by the Lord, who garlands himself with Tulsi leaves.
So these are different descriptions given in the Srimad Bhagavatam. The inhabitants of Vaikuntha travel in the airplanes made of lapis lazuli, emeralds and gold. Although crowded by their consorts who have large hips and beautifully smiling faces, they cannot be stimulated to passion by their mirth and beautiful charms. The ladies in the Vaikuntha planets are as beautiful as the goddesses of fortune herself, as the goddess of fortune herself. Such transcendently beautiful ladies, their hands playing with lotuses and their leg bangles tinkling, are sometimes seen sweeping the marble walls, which are decked at intervals with golden borders in order to receive the grace of the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
The goddesses of fortune worship the Lord in their own gardens by offering tulsi leaves on the coral-paved banks of transcendental reservoirs of water. While offering worship to the Lord, they can see on the water the reflection of their beautiful faces with raised noses, and it appears they have become more beautiful because of the Lord's kissing their faces.
Mm-hmm. It is very much regrettable that unfortunate people do not discuss the descriptions of Vaikuntha planets, but engage in topics which are unworthy to hear and which bewilder one's intelligence. Those who give up the topics of Vaikuntha and take to talks of material world are thrown into the darkest region of ignorance. So this is a really interesting picture painting of Vaikuntha, Narayan Lakshmi Narayan, seated on the throne, worshipped. And we'll notice that the devotees, they have similar complexions to the Lord. There's aeroplanes flying around, glorious buildings, great opulence. And the worship is very opulent as well. Bhajan party here, singing, playing instruments. Loads of lotus flowers everywhere. The opulence of Vaikuntha is inconceivable.
Prabhuji?
Yeah.
Prabhuji, no, I...
However, there is a description of its qualities in the Padma Purana.
Eternal, imperishable, unlimited, pure goodness, never decays, all knowledge, splendid, immeasurable, never destroyed, free from old age, golden splendor, no beginning or end, glorious, charming, ocean of bliss, self-illuminated, once reached, never returned to material world.
So these are qualities of Vaikuntha in the Padma Purana. One who serves perfectly in Dasya Ras will achieve Vaikuntha in 5 types of liberation. So this is given the different types of liberation. Salokya, residing with Narayan, Lord Narayan in this planet. So this is a type of liberation that is awarded to the devotee. Samipya, to be associate of Lord Narayan. Sarupya, attaining a 400 form, exactly that, like that of the Lord. Shrasti, Sasti, attaining opulences like those of the Supreme Lord. And Sayujaya, merging into the Brahman effulgence of the Lord. Of course, this last one is not something that devotees are very interested in at all. And in fact, the pure devotees are not interested in any of these because they simply want to serve the Lord in whatever capacity the Lord wants. They don't want necessarily even to be with the Lord because they will just serve the Lord even in his absence. They don't want a form like the Lord either. They don't want opulences like they don't care for these things. There are unlimited planets in Vaikuntha with unlimited expansions of the Lord. So unlimited planets. Each planet has unlimited cities and opulent palaces. The main Vaikuntha planet with Lord Narayan is glorious. So just back onto this again. This is Lord Narayan is the incarnation of Sankarshan, who is the incarnation of Balaram. It is guarded by 4 gates with gatekeepers on the western gate, and on the western gate is guarded by Jay and Vijay. So the western gate is there, and Jay and Vijay are guarding, and they're very famous, as we know. Vaikuntha has 7 layers, and the wall of the lotus in
In the wall is the Lord's personal palace where he is served by thousands of devotees, represented by yantra. That's the hexagon. The 400 form of Narayan and Mahalakshmi, blessing with 2 hands. His throne is made of Vedas and covered with white ivory colored sheets. In the center, there are 8 petals and the Gayatri mantra. 8 gopis expand into 8 queens, surrounded by associates such as Ananta, who is Balram, Garud, etc.
So the 8 gopis, the main principal gopis, they expand into the 8 queens of the principal queens of Narayan. Right? So there you go. This is the lotus, this is the roll, this is Lakshmi Narayan. And here we have the 8 queens. Gayatri mantra will be this. No, here is Gayatri mantra. Om Bhurbhuva Swaha. And then we've got the associates of the Lord. This is also the hexagon or the yantra. And the associates, Garud, always serving the Lord as his carrier, Vishvaksena, Vairagya, Aishwarya, Bhu, Dharma, Ananta, Dhyana, Leela. And I think this is Saraswati and Gayatri. Is it Bhu and Leela? And yeah, Bhu and Leela. So this is the main planet where Lord Narayan resides. And then there are unlimited Vaikuntha planets. So the 7-layer descriptions are as follows. Consists of the second Chaturvyu and their eternal consorts together with their palaces. So from Narayan comes the second Chaturvyu of Vasudeva, Sankarsana, Padumna, and Nirodha. And they're here. Yeah. Padumna, Aniruddha, Vasudev, Sankarsana. So this is the second layer. So the first layer is here, the 8 queens. Second layer are the 4 Chaturvyu with their second Chaturvyu and with their wives. And the wives are Rati, Kanti, Lakshmi, Saraswati. So first is here, second layer is there. And then the third layer, the second layer consists of the 24 Vishnu expansions.
According to the Siddhartha Samhita, there are 24 forms of Lord Vishnu. This is from the Chaitanya Madhya Lila. The 24 forms are Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, Anirudh, Keshav, Narayan, Madhav, Govinda, Vishnu, Madhusudan, Trivikarma, Vaman, Sridhar, Rishikesh, Padmanabh, Damodar, Purushottam, Achyutya, Nrsimha, Janardhan, Hari, Krishna, Adokshaj, and Upendra. They're distinguished by the weapons they hold. The first Chaturvyu also had 24 expansions, which is not included in the diagram.
Yeah, so this is the 24. We won't go through the names again. So this is the first layer, this is the second layer, and this is the role itself. So let's have a look. Why so many forms of the Lord? Right? Why so many forms? Very interesting question. So in the Bhagavatam, Krishna explains the forms. So, and yes, we can stop here and continue tomorrow. So let's. Any quick questions? Any questions? Anybody has any questions? Okay, let's.
You can go through the picture tomorrow again.
Okay,
yeah. Too many things. So if you can just repeat that, it would be helpful.
Okay, good idea.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Vaikuntha Dham ki jai.